Hi, I'm Josh Simmons. I'm a local web developer and community builder, and I'm going to try to make something very abstract real for you in the next few minutes, so wish me luck here. So my message today is that paradise is lost-ish. You may recognize this photo. This is the default background for Windows XP computers, photo called Bliss. This actually was taken in Sonoma County about just over a decade ago, but it wouldn't surprise you to see that it's now a vineyard. And that's illustrative of my point today. No doubt, Sonoma County's most defining trait is its abundance. We've got natural beauty, food, wine, beer, etc. And the Economic Development Board has seized on this for good reason. They're doing great with tourism. But unfortunately, they've done this to the detriment of other industries because their focus has been so narrow. We had a tech boom. That happened just a decade and a half ago. So let me add some context. I grew up in Rohnert Park. I'm a North Bay native, and I can tell you now that while I grew up around a lot of young families, most of those people have either grown up, left to greener or cheaper pastures. Now, while I was in Rohnert Park, I attended Technology High School, and I thought, things are fine. Everything's golden. This should be pretty easy. But what I found is after I graduated, a lot of my, the best and brightest of Tech High and a lot of my other friends, they'd moved to San Francisco, Silicon Valley, New York City, Boston, etc. And while I'm happy for them, as a North Bay native and someone who is in love with the unique brand of weird that Sonoma County has, leaving has never been an option for me. And so that's why I'm up here trying to tell everybody that we've got an economic development policy that's a house of cards. We're too narrowly focused on tourism, and I think that we could do a lot better by encouraging more media and technology. And so what can you do? Well, I'll start with what I did. I met Melissa Geisinger. She's a local web designer, and we founded the North Bay Web Professionals, which, thank you. We quickly evolved to what we now call Web and Interactive Media Professionals, as you saw, WIMP. We have over 400 members. We represent designers, developers, marketers, a whole range of people. And at first, we just began as a place to educate each other and share overflow work. But quickly, we found that new entrants were coming, people who were not only students, but adults who are reskilling themselves in the wake of the information age. And once we found that employers started hiring from us, we started trying to give back. Just this year, you may have seen, if you subscribe to the Press Democrat, you may have seen, we held WIMP Gives. We built 5 websites for 5 nonprofits in a single day. And that's our way of giving back. That's what I'm working on. We're working with the schools, etc. But how can you help? It's actually not that hard. It's really just keeping these things in mind. Oftentimes, before WIMP got started, a lot of contracts for local branding, etc., went out of state. I think Kentucky did Santa Rosa's branding. So here are some great resources. Hire out of our schools, hire out of WIMP, Professional Services Marketing Group in the North Bay iHub. There are incredible resources to connect you with your local community. Support your schools. Santa Rosa Junior College, Empire College, SSU, they're all doing wonderful things, but they need the rest of the community, people who are in industry, to engage with them to be able to make any meaningful difference. Demand diversity too, because that's what this is really about. This is really about not just tourism, but also everything else that Sonoma County has to offer and the people here have to offer. So I've been haranguing the Santa Rosa City Council and Economic Development Board to sort of change their ways or broaden their horizons. Join your community, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you're here, but do more of that. There are a lot of communities in Sonoma County, but they're disparate. There's not a lot of cross-pollination, and we need more of that. And then bring your friends, because really, we need this community to grow, and there's nothing more important than making that human connection and coming out here. You never know what the value is going to be, but once you're there, you'll find it. Here's a great way to get started. There's no way I'm going to read this, but there are great organizations doing awesome things. Find them, and you'll find that your life's enriched. The serendipity. So this is not a call for the return to the dot-com era. This is a call for more nuance in our economic development policy. More importantly, more nuance in our self-image as Sonoma County. Thank you.